2, 1. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast. Today is Saturday. It is April 3rd. It is a beautiful evening here in El Paso, Texas, approximately 7:20 in the PM. As always, guys, I'm joined by co-host of the podcast, Mr. Misael. Say what's up, Misa.
Yo. What I do.
In the producer chair today, guys, our boy, Mr. Wes from Watch Out Loud is back. Say what's up, Wes.
Baba Booey.
Hey, there you go. Jesus Christ.
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey. Okay, guys. For episode,
I'm always wondering what's going to come out of his mouth, dude.
Right. You never know with this fucking guy. For episode number 69, Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast, we have a very special guest with us. His name is Mr. Sammy Molina. Say what's up to the podcast, man.
What's up, y'all?
Sammy, thank you for being here today. You were on the podcast as a producer last time, and we decided that we should bring you on and do a little interview with you. So thank you for being here today. Thank you for coming on and spending some time with us. So give him a round of applause, Misa.
Thank you, y'all. My artist name is Lowdoses, so it's kind of confusing when a lot of people look me up online, but yeah.
Yeah, so we'll get into your music creation here in a bit.
Lowdoses.
I need to have like a personal account for like friends and
right,
shit.
so we can find you. You know, we got to be able to separate the man from the artist.
The man from the artist needs to be separated.
All right, so we have a few things on the agenda today, guys. We have a good podcast for you. We're going to talk about all sorts of crazy shit. Wesley took an edible. We'll get into that.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. We went to a stand-up comedy show yesterday. Shout out to Nico, and he killed it. But there's almost an altercation within 2 minutes of Blue arriving, so we'll get into that later. And in case you guys can't see, we also have a sponsored thing from Circle K here, so we're going to get into that. But before we do all that, you know what time it is, guys. Go ahead and start tipping. It's a tradition unlike any other on this podcast. It's called the cracking of our celebratory beer, and it sounds like beautiful. Thank you guys for being here with me today. Thank you for stopping by. Let's all cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, salute.
To all the people listening to us, cheers to you guys. If you're not having a drink, then it's fine. Cheers anyway. So I'm going to indulge.
And if you're underage, just grab the apple juice.
Right.
On the rocks.
Orange juice all the way.
We don't condone underage drinking here. I've never actually done that. I didn't drink till I was 22. So yeah, we don't condone that. But anyways.
I mean, I'm 13. You guys brought me on. You just handed this to me. So.
All right, guys. So here's the deal. Red Bull and Circle K have sent the podcast a sneak peek of a brand new flavor of Red Bull, right? It's right here. It's in the box. I haven't opened. Thank you, Misa. Beautiful time to do that. Beautiful.
Sorry. You have not opened it.
Yes, we have not opened it. It was in the refrigerator. And what we are going to do, guys, is we're going to open this. It looks like there's 2 of them in here. And we're going to go ahead and try this and see what it's about. Okay, so I think we need to...
I would make sure there's no paper that says there's like an embargo that you can't show it yet. You can just talk about it. Or something.
No. I think they wanted me to.
Well, yeah, they wanted us to do it.
Okay. You should put this on your socials. So I did a post.
I'd be really pissed off if they changed their mind and they never released this.
Okay. Okay, we're getting somewhere here. Oh. Okay, guys. So here,
high quality
is a Circle K gift card. Hey, give them the triple horn music. Yeah, hell yeah. Shout out to you, Circle K. This is from them. I know you can't see it. Can you pass that? Can you maybe get...
Don't show the number on the back, please.
Yeah, don't show it.
It just says reloadable gift card. Maybe.
All right, cool, guys.
There's $0 on there.
For the podcast only audience, what I have in front of me is a parcel that came through USPS all the way from Chicago, and it arrived at my parents' crib. And in it is a container that contains 2...
They're not the coconut ones, are they?
Of some Red Bull that is coconut. What is it? Coconut berry.
That's already a thing. Say that? It's already a thing.
This is already a thing?
Well, I think it's just coconut. I don't know if they have the coconut berry. This is coconut berry,
and this is a sugar-free edition.
So I can't try this.
So why can't you try this?
I'm allergic to coconut.
Hey, I want to see Wes try it. I want to see Wes try it.
Oh,
I'll take one by myself.
Okay.
I'll try a little bit. I don't think my throat.
Yeah, you're not going to die with this isn't even real coconut. Well, I'm sure it is Red Bull. I'm not saying.
Yeah, I don't know. Those edibles might hit.
But so anyways, we're going to open these up. me and Misa are going to share one, and we'll give one to our boy Sammy, and he'll pour up Misa or Wesley a little bit. And we'll try these out, guys.
I'm done.
So there's yours, Mr. Sammy. Misa, go ahead and let me see your glass there.
Shot?
We're about to get
just
lit.
to let everybody know, I'm having a shot of it because I've already had 2 large energy drinks today, and they were both Red Bull, by the way. Favorite brand.
This shit is blue, bro.
Check this pour out.
See that?
Oh yeah, this is definitely
blue.
different. This is definitely
Yo,
different.
it smells delicious.
Damn, this shit smells good, bro.
Give me that hypnotic, dude.
This looks like hypnotic. For sure.
It smells like it too.
Yeah, for
Ooh,
sure.
it does smell like hypnotic.
Okay, so we got it poured up. Shout out to you, Circle K, Red
Circle
Bull.
K,
Thank
yes,
you guys.
sir.
Red Bull gives you wings, guys. Remember that.
Red Bull.
A great product at a great price. So make sure you get to Circle K and grab you some of this new coconut berry, sugar-free Red Bull. It looks like this, white can, blue lettering with the Red Bull logo all over it.
Smells really good.
So it actually smells fucking fantastic. Who wants to take the first sip? I say Misa sips it first.
Yeah, let me try it out.
Go ahead.
I'm not a
try
big
it.
fan of coconut, but this shit smells delicious.
This shit smells good, dude. Go
Cheers,
ahead.
boys.
Oh yeah, there's no coconut in it.
There is no like real coconut, huh? It's like, okay, so you'll be okay.
It tastes like an
Like-
icy almost.
Like those bolies.
It's like an otter pop.
Another
Oh,
It's like a
that is
tropical.
delicious.
That's fucking good.
Oh my God.
It's not even a lot of coconut. It's just a hint of tropical to it. It's really good. I like it.
tropical. That's the flavor.
Oh,
You guys see any wings growing on?
I don't know how you can describe tropical, but it just makes sense to me.
Yeah. When you
That
taste this,
tasted
you
amazing.
think of like the islands.
Yeah,
Right.
I feel like I'm on an island. The breeze is hitting me.
This is refreshing.
thank you, Red Bull. God damn, that was good. I already chugged mine for real. Did you finish yours?
Yeah, I'm
already?
done with mine.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
so
gonna be
is mine.
sipping. I'm gonna be
Oh
sipping.
yeah. Well, thank you guys. Thank you, Red Bull. So
Shout out to Red Bull.
anyway, shout out to Red Bull, Circle K. Guys, when you see a Circle K, go to Circle K and don't go to the other gas stations. Just go to Circle K.
What other
they,
gas
They got
stations?
it all.
Right.
Right.
What
Paso
other gas
started.
stations? Right. So
Circle
shout
K
out to Circle K.
Circle K started here in El Paso.
Yeah, they
right?
started here in EP. So shout out to you, Circle K. And shout out to the gift. We really appreciate you guys. Give them another round of applause, Misa. All right, guys. So let's get into this podcast here. For the people who did not know Mr. Sammy, Sammy is a good friend of ours. Our boy Chris that works on the podcast with us. This is actually his little brother. So there's some context for you. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Sammy. Tell the podcast a little bit of who you are, and then we'll get into the details here in a bit.
Okay. So I grew up in here in El Paso my whole life, but I moved out of El Paso when I was 20. Just recently moved back. I make music under the name Lowdoses. It's very experimental bass and very hip hop influenced. I have a lot of influence from like UK artists like Scream and Cookie. And like I don't know, like I just fell in love with music so much that I was like, I can't not be a musician and work with music in my life. So that's basically who I am. I mean, I think I'm a musician, you know?
Right.
There you go.
There you go. Hey, you got to believe in yourself, man. If you don't,
Yeah.
then who's going to fucking believe in you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think I'm a fucking podcaster, and here we are.
Here we are.
You know what I'm saying? So let's
Yeah.
fucking go. Give us a fucking round of applause for that. So let's go. So anyways, there's something I wanted to ask you because I know there's a joke behind it. Do you have a job right now?
That's a great question, Chris.
I do.
You do?
I have a job.
You do? What happened to
my
your
previous job?
previous job? Yeah.
It's just
I should have asked
it was
that
a
way.
previous
Huh?
it was a previous job offering. I was gonna work the doorman at Prickly Elder. Prickly Elder is a place that I kind of started up here in El Paso.
Shout out to Prickly Elder, man. I love that place.
Shout out Prickly Elder. I started my art, my DJ career here at Prickly Elder, and and so I kind of got close with like the owner Lenny, and I asked for a job because I was gonna leave this telemarketing thing that I was working for that is just god awful, man. Like they make you like. They like fucking hypnotize you. It's stupid. Like the money that they put in front of your face is like bullshit. Like
Do
like,
you answer the phones like if you're a telemarketer?
it was like people would call in and I'd be like, hi, thank
like
you for calling.
sounds like a call
X
center.
fucking
I called him earlier. That's how he answered.
Aren't they for like catalogs and stuff like that? Isn't it for like a catalog and stuff like that?
No. This one was for Spectrum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Honestly, dude, I was like, dude, I'm gonna fucking hang myself if I like continue to. It's dark as that sounds. I was like, it's good that I left. I felt so liberated leaving that job. So you called. I didn't even start.
You called up Lenny, which is the owner of Prickly Elder.
I texted him.
You sent him a text, and what did you say? What happened?
I texted him and I was like, yo, like, are you guys hiring right now? Because I was like, that'd be sick to be in the area and just see the artists that come in. There's a lot of like promoters that come into Prickly Elder and just chill. And then they like, they would know me from being the doorman. So I was like thinking about, oh, that'd be cool being the doorman. A lot of comedians started up from being the doorman. Yeah. I parallel music a lot with comedy. So I was like, well, that'd be a good way to like, play there often. And, it just like, I didn't know that the bar life was so matter of fact. And it was like day of, they call you like day of, they're like, yeah, we need you to work tonight. And I was like, oh. I was like at the movies with my girl. I had a whole day planned, like me and her.
I'm at church right now, man.
And I basically had to tell them like, yo, yeah, I don't think
he's like, no,
never mind.
I did find another job and I was like, yo, I kind of gotta work. I got another job.
So you're like, I'm straight.
How funny is that to hit someone up and be like, because what you told us earlier, you're like, yo, man, like I won't let you guys down. I'm in it. I'll be there on time. Just one call away. And then bam, the call comes in and he's like, yo, no, I'm done.
That's basically what happened.
Yeah, dude, but fuck it. I mean, I wouldn't be down for like such an on-call situation like that.
You know what? I've never experienced that bar life. So like when they called me up, I was like, oh shit, like this is what it is. Like this is how they run shit. Like they hit you up day of. And I was like, you know what? Maybe let's just, keep this relationship we have as friends. Let's keep the relationship we have as friends,
You're going to show up and then, you're going to start up conversations with somebody random and be like, yeah, I was almost a doorman here.
I almost worked here for one day.
I'll tell that tonight. I'm going tonight. I'm going to see what happens.
Guys, I don't really want to go. We kind of had an awkward breakup. I'm
going to have to like have a separation, like see them in public. Like, oh shit.
That's what's up, dude. Yeah. So like, you grew up here and then you went to school where at NMSU too?
No, I never went to college. I went to like El Paso Community College and I just found out that it wasn't for me. I kind of wanted to get into audio engineering. And when I found out about that, like not a lot of schools were offering that thing, especially
here, dude.
Especially here in Texas.
Right. It's hard to find like a legit college that has like an accredited like audio engineering program. It doesn't happen very often.
Yeah. So shit, my chair went down.
Oh Jesus, are you all right, dude? Whoa, there you go. Okay.
It's that Red Bull, dude.
It's that Red Bull, dude.
The chair didn't go down. You got wings.
So it hasn't given me wings.
He started elevating and shit.
Stunts your growth.
Stunts your growth.
So then you ended up where did you end up at going?
So I ended up going to a music production school called Icon Collective in Los Angeles, and they are. When I heard about them, I was kind of like, oh, music production school. Like I don't need to do that. Like I've read so many articles online. You just need to go and be an intern because I want to be an audio engineer. I wanted to do that as my career. I was like, anything in audio, I can do it, and I want to do that. So I went to the school called Icon Collective for like the tour and they were like, dude, everything that they told me was just on point. Like they were just telling me, yo, we have these facilities that you can use year round after you graduate.
Sign me up, coach.
Dude, it was like, I'd never been given the opportunity to use a professional studio to like make music. So I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then they were like telling me shit like, they were like, if you go through the program here and you can't pass the program here, then this isn't for you. And I took that as a challenge. I was like, fuck this guy. I can do it. So yeah, like I decided to fucking, take on like a few jobs and end up getting there. And It was fucking fantastic, dude. Icon was like this, it was just all these fucking creatives fucking like put in one place. And it was just like, all right, guys, fucking make something happen. Hey. Let's see how talented you really are. Like, I was in there with some people that were just, oh my God, over the moon talented, like singers. Like this girl I met there, her name's Paulina. She fucking kills it at singing, dude. And how she was like, all right, I'm gonna just be a singer, but then I want to be a producer too. But then like that environment built her up to the point where she could, you know, have her own career and be a producer. And it's like, damn, dude, like I came into that place knowing how to produce music, and like coming out of it, I was like, damn, I learned a lot from like the people in there more than the, like, you know, the instructors and shit like that. It's just overall, dude, it was just
how long was the school for? How long did you attend the school?
It was for 1 year. It was 1 year of just like rigorous fucking like testing, not testing, but just information. They were just throwing it all at you and being like, all right, here's a test. See if you can fucking do it. The tests were basically like, all right, here's a fucking audio, cut out all the clips of it and then compress it, make it sound pretty. And then I'll grade you on that.
Hey, there you go. It's not that bad. That sounds better than like most other fucking ways of going to school. You know what I mean?
Because I was weighing it with like several other like audio engineering schools, and it kind of just stood out way because there was this LA recording school, something. It had a long title, and it was just like, I had a friend that I had worked with that had gone there, and he was just telling me that it was just bullshit. And like, dude, like the stuff they teach you, it's like, you already know that shit. Like,
that sounds like the Art Institute. Like when I was about to go there to do some stuff, and then I learned how to do more on my own by just watching YouTube videos.
Exactly.
Hey,
and you know, the irony of it all, like most of the time, the teacher would be like, yo, like there's this fucking YouTube video here. But the value that I found
YouTube
in the school,
University.
But the value that I found in the school, because you can find all that stuff, but I had mentorship. I had a studio that I could go to at any time. That alone, those two things were like, that's worth the price tag of working that hard to like just do that. I was like, dude, this is it, man. Like, I just need to do this. And if I fail, then I'll move on to something else.
At least you tried.
But I did it, and I graduated, and I'm like, honestly, the like 80% of the class that I graduated with, they're not doing music anymore.
Yeah.
I'm still fucking producing music to this day. I'm building relationships with people that, you know, will help me in the future. And it's just, I see it as like those people that go through that ringer, they're like, they just want to see if they can do it. And if you come out of the end like, yeah, maybe that wasn't for me. That's okay. But for me, I was like, yeah, this is the shit that I'm supposed to be doing. I was like, I love it, dude. I can't wait to be done with this so that I can continue doing this.
So going to LA, that was your first time moving out of El Paso?
Yeah,
like living out.
What part of LA was it too?
The first time I moved out, I moved to Koreatown. That's kind of like a little bit west of downtown. Dude.
There's his IG up right there, just so you guys can see.
Yeah.
So you went to Koreatown?
Koreatown, bro. I loved it, bro. I loved it because it had a lot of Hispanic.
Is that the school, West?
No, that's North Hollywood.
Okay.
That's one of the train stations.
Okay, so that's the general area you were in.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I've never been in that. Like, I've only been to like LA, but I didn't even realize like what part of LA I was in. But I definitely wasn't in North Hollywood.
When I last went to LA, I'd been through Koreatown because they have a skate park there. There's a park there called MacArthur Park. And they have a skate park there. And that's the last time I went there before I ended up moving there. But dude, it's a fucking like real area, man.
Right.
Like
dangerous? Do you have to carry one of these around?
A fake gun?
Very dangerous, dude. Like when I bring people over, like the walk up to the house, they'd be like, is it there? Is it there? Is it? No, it's down the street just a little bit. Because you can't park in front of your building. I didn't have parking. So I would have to like park miles away and then just walk to the apartment.
Yeah, dude, that's one of like probably the downsides of living over there.
Oh yeah, in Koreatown for sure. Yeah, because it's definitely you gotta be
Korean,
rich,
in the know and
rich.
Yeah, gotta have some fucking money out there, bro. Well, anywhere in like fucking
in LA,
Los Angeles.
I hear a lot of people are coming from LA now, coming to Texas. Like a lot of like content creators and music.
Well, Joe Rogan did that for sure. And then and like most of them are going to like Austin because it's got like
it's
similar vibe.
It's basically LA for
but
Texas.
without a fucking beach and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, without a beach, but
and no state taxes. So
and no state taxes,
which is huge. That's huge, dude. California, they tax the shit out of you income wise.
Dude, man,
it's fucking ridiculous.
Tell me about it.
So you lived over there for a year. You did that shit, and then you had already created Lowdoses before that.
Well, when I moved out to LA, I hadn't had like an idea what I was going to do. So when I was in Icon, I was kind of like juggling a few different ideas of what I wanted to do musically. So Lowdoses was something that I had to come up with a name with, because when I was playing shows here in El Paso, like at Prickly Elder or anywhere else, they were like, we need a name for you. We don't want to just put Sammy Molina on the tag. And I was just like, I mean, I have been thinking about this name, Lowdoses, and it just worked on bills, so it just looked good. And I was like,
it sounds cool too, Lowdoses.
What does that mean to you?
Okay, all right. So
damn, I just opened up a fucking box in his head, bro.
So there was this. I mean, I wasn't hanging around with the most,
You weren't hanging out with the A honor roll kids.
I wasn't hanging out with the A honor roll kids.
It's the best and most polite way.
I was hanging out with some kids that were, doing some things, and it just wasn't.
He was hanging out with Mises.
So yeah, just there was a conversation that someone was having, and they were just talking about like the purity of a substance, and they were just saying, if you want to take this, you need to take it in low doses. And I heard that, and I was like,
right. I hope they're talking about like Tylenol or something, right?
Yeah,
right.
I hope they're talking about Tylenol, because I just want what's best for them. So yeah, I heard that, and I was just like, that sounds dope. And I'm 100% for moderation in life. Just, I mean, if you're gonna do something, that's something that I want my kids to know. If I ever have kids, it's just I want them to know you can do these things, but just in moderation. Like, you can smoke weed, you can fucking do coke, but like moderation, man. Like keep it cool, keep it cool.
So Sammy, go ahead and list all the fucking drugs you've done. Go ahead and
all right. So there's
that shit reminded me of when Wes did that on the live stream. And
so what's your preferred your drug preference?
So guys, what kind of drugs do we do around here?
Yeah. What kind of drugs has everybody done here? You? PCP? Get out of here.
Tylenol PM.
Tylenol PM.
As hard as it goes.
That stuff actually hits pretty hard. That way it does. You start getting lightheaded and you're like, I just wanted to go to sleep. I'm tripping.
I bet it didn't smack as hard as that edible that our friend gave you.
Yeah,
Wesley. Okay, we'll talk about that right now a little bit.
I had a really bad edible story too.
Yeah, we'll get into these edible stories here in the second half. But so like when it comes to like creating music, I know you shouted out this Jack Johnson poster that's directly behind me. He's one of my favorite artists for sure.
He's a fantastic artist.
Right. And it like a lot of people like sleep on him for real. Like a lot of people here in EP don't even know who fucking Jack Johnson is.
Why'd they sleep
unless I don't know, because they're tired.
He's not a bed.
Right. Because they want to be cool and listen to Bad Bunny.
But I think it's the
Tylenol PM. I heard it.
I think it's the time.
Yeah, it's the Tylenol PM.
Right. I think what it is that fucking when we were growing up, he like really exploded onto the scene.
Yeah.
And so that's what was able to give us like more of a fucking exposure to him, because I don't feel like there's many singer-songwriters out there like him now at the moment. You know what I mean?
He got big after Curious George, the movie. He
right,
wrote
the
all the music for it. Yeah. I never saw the movie, but
it's good music.
Yeah, it's good music.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And he has plenty of like fucking badass albums. He has probably, I would say, like 8 albums that like in total. This guy is
Have you seen what he does
a
now?
musician. Well, he works a lot for them, like improving the environment.
Yeah,
He's really big on like taking care of the earth and like the longevity of the earth. Like he's really like all about the earth. It's fucking crazy, dude.
He lives in Hawaii. All he does is surf.
That's awesome. Though.
And I saw this documentary of him where they just followed him on his daily thing.
What a life, man.
And he just goes to surf. And then whenever he has time, he'll just go out somewhere and start playing his guitar.
So he's just living the life that you think somebody would that listens to his music.
Right.
And the thing is like he never even thought about like playing music or anything like that.
It was natural for him.
He was just vibing.
So like who are some of the people that inspire you musically?
I'm kind of like a mix. I kind of have a lot of.
There's a fucking concert in here pre-show earlier. Misa and fucking Sammy, they were going through the hits.
I think that like, you know, just where I started loving music was just like where I think I could tell people that answer that question. Like Led Zeppelin, I fucked with, like Nirvana, I fucked with super heavy. Fucking Johnny Cash. I really identified with Johnny Cash just about like his no give fuck attitude.
Jesus.
He doesn't care.
Take that away from him right now.
Right.
I just love that in music, just truth. Just those people just seem so honest to me. And just that's what I look for in artists and in music.
Have you ever tried rapping like Chris?
Dude, I have. It's terrible.
He's just reading Dr. Seuss.
Rapping is hard, dude. Rapping is hard.
Yo, I said a hip, a hop, a hip. Right? Something like that.
Maybe because the hip hop.
I don't like green eggs and ham. Yes, I'm Sam. I am.
Talking about rap, did you guys hear what happened to DMX?
Oh, dude.
Overdose.
Yeah, he OD'd. Did he die?
No, he's just
he's in not dead. Hold on.
grave condition.
Right.
That's what he does, right?
Well, I mean, he's known more than for just his like dog. Like, stop! Right. He's got a lot of hits, bro. DMX was big back in the day.
Yeah.
That was like DMX was almost like comparable to like Nelly growing up. Like just it's like the influence, you know.
What happened to Nelly?
He's still around. They're all still around. Like what happened to T.I.?
T.I. has a live stream that gets billions of fucking views.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know Lil Wayne has a podcast too?
What?
Yeah. He has a podcast that's like on Apple Music or whatever.
Hey, I just heard Paris Hilton has a podcast. I'm gonna go listen to that.
I heard Paris Hilton isn't actually as dumb as she, like it was all an act that she just played. Like she did a whole interview and stuff, and she actually sounds completely different while she's doing the interview and stuff. Like she's completely.
It wasn't her, dude.
Paris Hilton.
It's the reptiles.
She's that chick that had the dog in her purse, right?
Yeah, in the lazy eye.
The little chihuahua in the purse.
Right.
Yeah.
That dog lived like a better life than 90% of this earth will ever live. Like for sure,
oh my
dude.
God, my dog.
And the dog had no idea.
Right. That's crazy, dude. So like for the people that want to check out your music, Sammy, like where can they find that at on IG?
At _Lowdoses. I'm on Spotify. I'm on Apple Music. I'm on what is it? Deezer. I'm on all the fucking streaming platforms.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Do you have like a full project out there? Is it like...
Yeah, my most recent project was called Under the Skin. It came out on Soulful by Nature. If you Under the Skin right there.
There you go.
That's me. That's a project that I was working on for like the beginning of last year, and I released it in the later half of the year with Soulful by Nature. I don't know, man. That project meant a lot to me because it was like the first project that I had released that I had put like more than a thought into. And I'd gone over several versions of the songs that were in there, and I had like rearranged some stuff, and I was just super happy that the Soulful by Nature fam like really fucked with it, and they wanted to support it. It's just something that I've been working towards, just releasing music and releasing a project, which I mean, it's the best feeling in the fucking world, dude. Releasing a project like that day that came out, dude, it felt like a second birthday almost. You know what I mean?
Because you put a piece of yourself into it, right?
Yes, dude. I put so much of myself into that piece of work. When it came out, it was like, oh God, like this is the fruits of my labor, and it felt fucking phenomenal.
I actually envy you for that because I never had like a full project that was like put out and like distributed like We did one that was on fucking, damn, I can't even remember, like Dat Piff or Hot New Hip Hop that we just uploaded like a mixtape. But like that's nowhere near the same as being like on iTunes or fucking Spotify. Like that streaming back then wasn't what it is now. You know what I'm saying? So I never got to see myself on like Spotify or Apple Music with a full project because I feel like I would have fucking like cried.
You can still do it, bro.
You know what I mean? I feel like I would have fucking cried.
Yeah, you could still do it. It's just a matter of like what distribution you can use.
Right.
There's several like DistroKid that you could use.
Right, because I'm not gonna like go back and like repurpose my shit.
But like but say you had it like remastered, you could still put it out.
Yeah, but then I don't know, man. Like at the time, like a lot of the lyrics and stuff is like totally different version of myself. Based. Yeah, well, that too. Like, yeah, you'll hear like a reference to like maybe like a rapper or somebody that was more popping back then. You know what I mean? Or like something that like a word or something that was like more usable or viable back in like because that was in like 2011 that we were recording that shit. But that's almost 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? That is 10 years ago. Yeah, actually. So I don't think I would like go back and repurpose it, you know, but I am jealous. Like I never got to that point. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, it's
he's still, like, well, you know, only the best do it.
I'm still working.
You are one pathetic.
I'm still working, man. It's, you know, putting it up there is one thing, but you know, getting asses in the seats is where you make your money.
But like, what's probably like,
you know what I mean?
No, it's true.
Getting asses in the seats is what makes money.
It's true.
So I'm working towards getting asses in the seats.
What's like the biggest place you've played a show at?
I played most places here in El Paso. The biggest place was like Buchanan's. I played a show there.
R.I.P. to Buchanan's.
But R.I.P. to Buchanan's, dude. For real.
That's where like all the raves would go down, dude.
Yeah, for real. So I played there. I don't know, man. Nothing felt better though than playing like in LA. For the people that would come in, the people would come up to you and be like, yo, this is the craziest shit I've ever heard. Like, I've never heard anything like this. It's like,
you're on drugs, brother.
You're on drugs and you're welcome.
And you're welcome. Advil PM.
He's like, remember, Lowdoses.
Take it easy. Really, dude.
That's how they remember your name. And this guy, dude, he was at the fucking club last night. He was killing it and fucking. All I remember is he told me low doses, bro, and I'm so high. Like,
he's teaching me about moderation and about having a good life.
Yeah, dude, that shit's crazy. That's cool, dude. Fuck yeah. Like, I really think it's crazy that like when you put music out there, right, you really are bearing like your soul to like the rest of the world because especially when you're taking the time to make it, and then even when you're writing the fucking lyrics, dude. Like that was my thing back in the day was. Like the lyrics that we wrote, it was all true shit. It wasn't like we were rapping about like fucking gang banging or fucking like killing somebody. Like, you know what I mean? It was like, it was real stuff. And so
it's like going to Walmart at 12 o'clock at night, you know, kind of shit.
Right. So it's like,
and that's the most important part is just the honesty and
expressing yourself. Right. Yeah. And being honest with yourself, you know, that shit's like important in music, I think.
Yeah. I want to be the truth, man. I don't want to fucking put out any music that like doesn't feel like, this is me,
bro. That inspired me. I want to be the fucking truth.
Yeah, dude.
The low dose.
He's gonna get a tattoo that says truth.
Dude, that was good, dude.
Truth, man.
All right. So, do you have any like future projects planned? What's going on with that?
There's a lot of stuff that I have working in the pipeline with SXN, and I mean, if I could talk about SXN too.
Yeah, what is that?
Bit. So SXN is a record label that started here in El Paso, and it's primarily both in El Paso and Los Angeles. And it's how I found out about them is I would go to Prickly Elder and I would see the sticker on like stuff, and like it would just, I'd be like, that's a cool logo. Like, what's that about? And then like, I had a friend that kind of connected me with someone that was familiar with the label or worked closely with the label. And he was like, yeah, you know, I helped my friend work this label and I had no idea what he was talking about. And I was like, oh, that's cool, man. Like that's a good thing, I guess.
Good for you.
Yeah. And then, but he was like, yeah, we're throwing a show fucking next weekend, come through. And like, it was outside in this alleyway and it was like, kind of like a movie almost. I was walking up and, who would be my future roommate, Matt, was fucking playing. He goes by Fritham. He was playing, and I was like, Jesus Christ, these guys are dope. Like they're just playing whatever they feel like. It was totally not attached in like an EDM or fucking like mainstream audience, and they were just fucking like telling a story that was just like new and different for El Paso. So I kind of got close with them. I got close with the label head Oliver, and we kind of hit it off, and I was sending them music while I was at Icon, and then just they were like, yeah, we want to have you on a project. And I was like
hell yes, dude.
I was like, fuck yeah, dude. They believe in the fucking vision. And like, they were totally cool about the whole, like, cause I'm such a novice. Like some of those guys that are in there, they've been doing this for like 6-7 years. And I came in like fresh feet, like, I don't know shit. Like I have taste, but that was the thing that they fucked with the most, I guess, was just the taste making. I think that meant more to them. So it was just sick. And they would just ask me, they'd be like, he would text me, he'd be like, yo, would you want to open up for fucking, because they had Great Dane come by. Great Dane is a beat guy in the LA beat scene. And
I have a picture with Great Dane.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Fuck yeah.
Do you really?
And a couple of posters.
Dude.
When he came. I was a doorman when he was here.
Really?
Yeah.
Why, he came to
I played that show, dude.
Prickly Elder,
Yeah, dude.
That's what's up, dude.
Oh man, dude. And I was like, fuck yeah, I want to play that. And I just kind of got in with them like that. And fucking over the span of time, just me releasing music. And yeah, I mean, right now we have a project that I'm gonna release with them sometime this summer. I don't want to put too much out there, but yeah, I mean, this summer, SXN.
Hell yeah. Man.
I gotta put a shout out to them, dude.
Right.
SXN is the truth.
And give them a round of applause, Misa, too.
SXN is the truth. Soulful by nature. Go follow them.
Hey, there we go. Okay, dude. So we're coming up on 37 minutes here. What we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break. Before we do that, go ahead and tell us one more time where people can find you at.
You can find me at _Lowdoses on all platforms. Lowdoses, one word, because there's also a
there's also
a New Jersey band called Low Space Doses.
Right.
So
yeah, fuck those guys.
Fuck those guys. I hear they're whack.
That's funny, dude.
Yeah, dude. Lowdoses, one word.
Oh yeah, dude. So guys, make sure you guys go fucking support our boy Sammy here. Go follow him on Instagram. Lowdoses. Check out his music, Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere that they have streaming. Go find them. Go support the people that support us. So with that being said, guys, we're going to go ahead and take a break. Episode number 69, Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast. Make sure to go follow us on Facebook, like us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Apple Podcasts, leave a rating and a review. So with that being said, we'll take this break and we will be right back.
Yeah.
Yo, what it do? Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast is sponsored by top quality and handcrafted products made by I&I Glass. I&I Glass products are blown here locally in the 915 and range in uses from pipes, pendants, jewelry, decorations, and even goddamn motherfucking hummingbirds, and much, much more. So, make sure you go and hit up our boy Aaron Lee at I&I Glass and tell him that your boys, Chris and Misa, sent you, all right? And you go and support a local El Paso business motherfucking today, all right? Thanks.
All right, guys, we are back. Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast, episode number 69, featuring Lowdoses, our boy Sammy Molina. Make sure, guys, that dude, that beer opening sounded so amazing that I caught COVID for a second and then boom. And now here we are, guys. So yes, make sure that you guys are following us on Facebook, Like us on Instagram. Make sure to hit the subscribe button on YouTube, you assholes. You guys are watching and you're not subscribing, but we have 223 subscribers now. But some of you guys are watching and you're not subscribing. Hit the subscribe button. It takes 2 seconds.
We see who you are.
Did you know 83% of you right now are not subscribed?
Right. You see, that's what I'm talking about. 83% of you.
And we know your name.
I'm not good at math, but that's a lot.
Hide your kids.
You know what I mean? So make sure you guys subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, and then what happens is we just start popping up in your feed, and that's better for everyone. So that way you click it.
Leave some comments too if you liked it, if you didn't like it, if there's a favorite part. Just
talk shit, dude. I'll be in the comments there.
A hot dog is a sandwich. Debate me on that, you assholes.
It's not.
I said them debate me, not you.
I also want to say cereal is soup.
Cereal is soup. Fight Wesley over it. I want to see you guys duke it out in the comments, please.
Soup is soup, and it's cold.
And steak Pitos is trash.
Yes, fight Misa on that too. Everybody, get in there.
Smoke so bad.
Yes,
you want that smoke.
He loves
so
smoke,
bad.
so give him smoke, guys.
We tried it live too, and that wasn't great.
Get in the comments, guys, and fucking fight Misa, fight Wesley, fight me, fight Sammy over whatever it is you want. Okay.
Every sub that we get on this video, Misa has to eat 1 Tatanka.
Right.
There we go.
So let's do that. Yeah. So sub this up, and we'll feed him 25 Tatankas.
We see how many we could get in a week. You know, the next episode, we'll count them up.
Okay.
We're at 223.
So this is what's going to happen, guys. We have some things to get into. We are done interviewing our boy Sammy. We're going to get to know the real fucking Lowdoses here. Okay. Mm-hmm. And so what we're going to do before we do that, Wesley has this story.
Oh, no.
Okay. One of our friends, for scientific purposes only, gave him an edible, and he also gave Misa an edible. So both of them had a terrible, batshit crazy time on it. So we're going to get into that. But I want I want Wesley to go first on this. So go ahead and tell us. And then I want to show your video that you put on IG after you had taken the edible, because it's so fucking funny and retarded, and I love it.
There's actually a total of 9 videos.
Okay, well, let's just watch one. I mean, we'll have to. You can see his IG and see the rest.
This guy started like.
Oh no, it's not on my Instagram. It's only on my phone. But I can send it to you, and we can.
Okay.
If you guys, this is another reason why to follow us on YouTube, because you get some special things on the video.
Right.
But I will play it on my phone, but you won't get the top quality.
Okay. So tell us what happened with this edible, Wes.
So
for scientific research, right?
To scientific purposes. What
were you guys researching? That's what I want to know.
I was researching if it was, I take CBD for like anxiety and depression and stuff like that. And it helps out a lot. And so I don't smoke weed or anything. It just doesn't hit me right.
He just eats it.
And it's illegal here in Texas.
Yeah. Yeah. And then somebody gave me.
Weed is bad.
Weed is bad. But this person gave me a gummy, and it looked yummy. It was like blue. It was like blue raspberry. I was like, okay. If it doesn't work, at least I have a nice little treat.
Right.
But I was at home. I wasn't doing anything. So I was like, okay, what I'm going to do is go ahead and take this and see what happens. I was already drinking. I wasn't going out or anything. Just sitting on my couch watching YouTube videos.
Perfect.
Popped it in, and I didn't expect much to happen. I took a video of that and posted on Twitter, actually. I took them all down because...
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, I saw this on your socials.
Yeah,
at one point.
It was on Twitter, and then I kept giving updates. The updates weren't videos; they were just like update 1. I lost track of time. Update 2. No, when it first hit me, I thought the booze that I was drinking was hitting a little too hard, and then I caught myself just ear to ear smiling. And that there was no YouTube video playing, and I was just staring at a TV on pause, and I was laughing. And then I got into a group chat with some of my friends, and I started sending them videos. That's where the videos actually came from, because I told them when I took it. They told me as I was taking it, my phone went off, and they said, "Take half, take half." And it was already gone.
Right.
And
it's too late.
And then, about 30 mintes in, it just consumed me. It consumed me so bad. It consumed me so bad. It went into the next day.
Jesus.
Because I don't do drugs or anything really. So
it's not a drug, dude. It's medicine.
I don't like gummies. That's why I don't eat gummy bears.
But it's medical. So
you know what I think we should do? This is a little off topic. We should all get those infamous sugar-free gummy bears and try and finish entire podcasts without like shitting ourselves. Just doing 3 of them. Apparently, like if you look up the reviews of these gummy bears, they will destroy.
Okay, let's do that. Let's do that later. So not only did you have a fucking experience, well, you were part of an experiment in this situation, and I believe so was Misa, right, Misa?
Yeah, mine was a little different because
yours was a lot different.
They told me to try it while I was at work. Oh, God. So
who's they? They're very bad people.
Well, the scientists that gave it to me. So
right, the scientists.
Anyways,
Elon Musk.
So I'm at work, dude. It's like 9:00 in the morning, and I go in at 8. I work with my he's my brother from another mother, Luis Spear. Shout out.
Give him a round of applause. He's the one that built this beautiful fucking table and our light fixture right here. So shout out Luis,
our handyman.
And he's expecting a baby, so shout out to that too. Boy.
And he's just got a house. And
he just got a house. He's doing a lot more important things than me.
And he's a Marine, so
better human than I'll ever be.
Jesus Christ, dude. We should have him on here.
Right.
Anyways. So I show up to work and then I totally forgot because I didn't get a gummy. What he gave me was a chocolate, like a chocolate bar.
Wow.
So
little Hershey's dark chocolate.
And I left it in the car. So like around 9 in the morning, I was like, oh shit, I have it in the car. I don't want it to melt. So let me take it downstairs to the office and put it in our mini fridge. And just that 5-minute walk from my car to the fridge, I was like, fuck it, take a piece. And they told me to try it while I'm at work, So I had taken a little piece the night before and it didn't, I thought it wasn't all that crazy. So I took at least like 2/3 of it. It's a 300 milligram chocolate bar and I took 2/3 of it. And I'm walking around like nothing, and slowly but surely, I was like, oh, dude, I think it's hitting. I'm feeling a little warm and, like feeling good. And from one second to another, and we were actually right in front of the Zoomy store. And it was like, you probably even heard it.
Run.
It was got fucking slapped in the face.
That's what I turned around like, who did that? Like,
it hit me like a wall. Like it's like I was running through my house and like imagine an open warehouse and then you're just running through it and then suddenly a wall pops up and you're like, well, that wasn't there before. And then you hit it and you're just done.
Yeah.
Yo, Wes, real fast, look up some like these edibles ain't shit memes real fast. Find the funniest one that you can and we'll put it on the screen.
Yeah,
okay. That's you guys. But anyway, so you take this edible.
Dude,
it smacks you like this. This is how it sounds.
Yes.
In the fucking face.
I looked around. Even Luis heard the slap.
Beautiful. And
like he turned around and he looked at me and he's like, yo, dude, are you okay? I'm like, I couldn't even open my eyes. I was like, yo, no. And then he's like, yo, get your shit together because corporate is here.
Oh.
And I was like, oh.
Shit.
And I was like, no, dude, I got to go home. Like it was
I gotta go home.
It was like
let me straighten up. I gotta go home.
There was no straightening up.
I need to abandon this.
This shit was kind of like
Wes has a good one. We'll show it right now.
It's a video though, but it's one that one of the friends from the group chat sent me, and I couldn't stop laughing.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so
it took like 3 hours. It took like 3 hours for that shit to calm down. My buddy Luis had to go hide me downstairs.
Luis is a godsend,
and he's all like,
from God.
Stay your high ass in here. I'll be back in 20 minutes.
Has anybody ever told you to do that, Sammy? Stay your ass in a room because you're too high on drugs.
Yes. It happens more often than you think.
It's a common occurrence among millennials.
It's to keep image up for you. They're doing you a favor by keeping you in that closet,
bro. And the place that he put me is like the loudest place you could put a person in. And I've taken you into that room.
Right. It's just a fucking big machine.
We have like big machines that are chillers, and it turns on. It's like,
so your brain is trying to like pick out like one specific sound. And you're like, wait a minute, there's a sound over there.
Dude, so for like 20 minutes, he's like, dude, just sweep the place up. For 20 minutes, I was just sweeping the exact same spot. Just like, yo, what the fuck? Like, and then what seemed like 3 hours later, which was only 20 minutes. So my buddy Luis comes back. He's like, yeah, dude, they're kind of looking for you, but I told him you're taking the shit. So
solid.
And I was like, bro, this shit better last like 3 hours because holy fuck.
Solid ass friend with Luis. So Wesley, pull that shit up, guys. If hold on real fast, guys, if you have had a similar situation where somebody has left you in a room by yourself because you're too under the influence or of anything, alcohol, drugs,
Over the influence.
go ahead and comment that below. I want to, or in the comments, I want to fucking hear your stories because I'm sure this hasn't happened to like, well, it hasn't happened to me. You guys are a bunch of losers, but anyways, but yeah,
like I said, Chris,
I know how many stories, or I've seen like plenty of times where people have had to be isolated from their own health benefits because they would probably die. Dude, okay, that made me think. Hold on. Yeah, before you bring up this picture. So one time I had a party at my parents' crib when I was in high school, and I got in trouble for it, of course, because my parents like didn't want me like having parties at their house, which is
as most do.
Totally understandable. Anyways, we threw this big party. Caesar's little cousin, and I fucking forget his name, but he was always around. He got fucking annihilated, bro. Annihilated. In my garage, we had like a fucking trailer that had a mattress in it. My homie Isaac, shout out to Isaac, he's been on the podcast, picked this guy up. Isaac's a big 6'4" guy. This dude was like 5'8", typical little Mexican kid. So he picked his ass up and threw him into the back of the trailer on the mattress. The kid stayed there the whole night in the garage by himself.
No.
While there was a raging house party.
He took the trash out.
Yeah, dude. And we saved his life that night because if he didn't stay there, he probably would have fucking... A dog would have eaten him or some shit. I don't know. We live on the west side, Misa, where the dogs are vicious.
Yeah, they are.
So yeah. Okay, Misa or Wesley, show the fucking meme video you got when the edibles ain't shit.
So I don't know if it's gonna show or if we'll have audio. Should I just share sound so you can hear it?
Yeah, okay. Do it. Let's see if we can hear it. Why not?
Oh, there we go. So it's if edibles are trash, I don't feel shit. So just sits back down and then
Yo, this is some crazy cartoon meme that fucking Wesley found.
Just laughing, putting his pet in it. The friends are all like, what's going on?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, guys. For the podcast only audio version, this is just like a weird meme video we found.
He's just rolling.
It's just some guy.
This is from He-Man. That's
Skeletor.
Yeah.
Okay. And go ahead, Sammy, narrate what's going on in this video.
Okay, so homie's acting.
You just
start it over real quick. I got you on the narration.
Okay.
So he stands up, this skeleton man, sits right back down. Everyone's looking at him and they're like, what the heck's going on? Why is he sitting back down? He laughs, he stands back up, looks at them like, yeah, dude, this is what's going on. And then he puts his hands up in the air.
This is what it is.
Yeah, and then he walks away. He's like, fuck you guys, I'm done with you. He picks up a little pet, puts it in a little cage.
Starts laughing about it.
Laughs about it, looks at his friends. His friends are like, I don't know, like if this guy's all right. He walks out, rolls on the floor, laughs a little bit more, and then he runs away.
Bro, so what is that shit? That's a show or what?
Yeah, that's He-Man.
That's He-Man.
Okay, I don't know what that is. Fucking He-Man. That shit's so crazy.
It's so perfect.
He runs away. So imagine your friends taking edibles, guys. That's exactly what Misa and fucking Wesley were like. So
you got to run away from it.
I actually did some of those things.
But you know what's good?
Run away from it.
Is I want to commend you guys. Give yourself a round of applause for participating in science. In the name of science, we're all about discovery here, guys.
This is science.
So you know what? You guys are doing your best on the front line, experimenting with drugs that we need to experiment with.
Yeah,
thank you guys for your sacrifice. Right. And
hey,
where were you? You should have told us low doses. You were nowhere to be found.
I've been doing scientific treatment for a long time.
He's glad you guys just started doing this. He's a veteran. So. All right, Misa, what did we do last night, dude? Last night was Friday.
Hey, last night was fun, man. I gotta say, our boy Nico as Minion.
Ajaminen.
Nico Ajminin. Shout out to
Nico Adjective.
Man. I love that guy. Awesome guy. Anyways, he
shout out
had
to Nico, bro. You're a real one.
They had a stand-up thing going on at this bar,
and he killed it, by the way.
And I didn't get to get a chance to watch him. I showed up a little bit late. But he invited us to this thing and it was cool, man. I don't know if you guys have been to a stand-up show before.
Yeah.
Never.
It's awesome, dude. And this one was actually like they had like a few people lined up, and then after they were done, they had amateur night, which was like open mic to anybody.
That's what I used to go to at Aaron's. Like when Aaron's was like the original Aaron's, they used to have open mic every Thursday, I believe.
Yeah, I used to
just hang out there.
I just gotta say,
jump
dude,
up.
those guys that did the open mic, they killed it, bro.
Yeah, they killed it.
Like, they looked like they were prepared. They knew what they were doing. Like
They've been waiting.
Right. They fucking did just as well as like all the other people that were headlining. I mean, obviously those guys are like, they have a bigger statute like in the scene, but like, bro, these guys, every one of them fucking had me laughing.
Yeah,
Balls,
dude, it was pretty funny. You know what's so crazy is like when I showed up, Chris was already there. Chris was there by himself. So when I showed up with my buddy Blue. Shout out to Blue.
Shout out to Blue.
And some shit happened. But
I want to hear about
Okay, hold on.
Well, before we bring that up, what I was laughing at is like this happens a lot with Blue, and I wanted to bring it up between us, but this guy always knows like the most random fucking people like you could run into, and when I mean random, it's like somebody that knows his stepdad or somebody that knows his mom or his neighbor. We always run into somebody like that. And that night, dude, he's all like, "Hey, you see that guy right there behind us?" He's all like, "That's Carlos, my stepdad's friend." He's like, "Dude, my stepdad thinks he's dead." And he's not. He's right there. And I turn around and look at this guy. This guy looks like in his like late 70s, like super scrawny. Like he looks at Blue and like shows his beard like, cheers. And I was like, how the fuck do you know that guy, Blue? Like that shit was hilarious, but nothing compared to what had happened right before all that shit, dude.
Yeah, so this is what happens, right? So I had gotten there for Nico's set. Luckily, I got there right before he started, and I was able to catch it. And then Nico was chilling with some friends, and I was sitting at a table that was occupied by mostly military people. And I was just like hanging on to the back end of the table. And then some Misa and Blue joined me right there. These guys are there for fucking 2 minutes, bro. Literally 2 fucking minutes. And Blue's already fucking yelling at the bartender. They're already about to fucking fight each other because fucking Blue asked for like a bucket of beer and some shots. And then he forgot, the bartender forgot. And then Blue got pissed off. And then Nico had to step in and play peacemaker. And it was fucking crazy.
Well, listen to this, dude. Like Blue goes up to the bartender and he orders his shit, right? And then Blue walks away, and then he's taking a long time. And we tell Blue, like, bro, wait by the bar.
Yeah, stay at the bar,
Stay
bro.
at the bar, because then he's going to keep forgetting. He's not going to bring it to the table.
Yeah.
So he ends up going back, and then I guess the guy did forget or whatever. And then eventually he gets his shit, and it's like $30 or something. So Blue pays for it. It's like $28, and Blue gives him $30 cash. And like the bartender was all like, "Do you want me to just leave the rest as tip?" And then Blue's like, "Fuck you! You forgot about my shit twice."
Asking for a tip before the whole thing's done.
So the bartender comes back and leaves a fucking bucket and all the shit.
Yeah, because Blue didn't just say it in like a nice, like polite way. He was like aggressive with it.
And he's like, "And stop smoking weed before you come to work."
Okay, so yeah, look,
hold on. So this guy comes back and puts all this shit on the table, and then he like leans over to Chris, to Blue's shoulder, and he's all like, "Don't ever talk to me like that again." And it's me and Chris right next to each other looking at him. I was like, "Oh hell!"
I was just like, Jesus Christ, dude! Like, God damn it!
Don't disrespect my family. Like
Chris
that
is already
anymore.
packing his shit. Like,
Well, no, it's like, dude, I'm super.
I was about to be like,
I'm not a very confrontational guy. I don't like confrontations. So I don't like people fighting. I don't like people I know getting into fights. So like right away, I just already saw it was a bad.
Hey, I gotta ask Chris, would you have jumped in if like some rumble happened?
No, dude.
Sorry.
No, Jesus. Sorry. Thank you, Sammy. Broke my fucking microphone. Anyways, for the podcast only, for the podcast only audience, Sammy just grabbed a beer but punched my microphone.
It's just the microphone didn't bring him his bucket.
Right, so he's
I
mad.
was a little pissed off.
So okay, yeah. So I don't
be a bucket.
Honestly, like, dude, I'm not jumping in a fight at a bar because like we shouldn't be fighting at a bar. Like, let's like.
So that's where you fight.
You know what I mean? Well, no, I
about?
don't fight people because I don't like to fight people. So, anyways,
he's a lover,
right, dude? Like, I want to go back and chill with you.
Somebody was like,
okay, but no, in that situation, like, That situation was all from them two just fucking not communicating well and Blue not staying at the bar after you order a fucking drink.
But did Blue look at you guys like, okay, if anything goes on right now,
well, I mean,
got my back,
dude,
right?
yeah, but
no, but it's a man code. You know what I mean? Like
it's a man code, but like also if the person is acting like a dumbass bitch, then you gotta like be like, dude, come on.
Yeah, chill out.
No. Blue was fine.
You put me into a hard.
Blue was fine, but it's also like, guys, we don't want to fucking come to the bar and right away like shit is starting because we're here. Like that's not a good look.
Yeah, but then like people remember like, who are those two guys?
Oh,
like,
conversing with Chris and Misa,
the podcast.
So you guys are breaking the number one rule right now. Number one rule is don't talk about Fight Club, guys. Come on.
Right.
We're talking about it right now.
Okay, so anyways, what I was going to get into about this too is Blue had a point. The guy was fucking up. Yeah. The guy, and I had ordered my second beer from him and he forgot about my bucket that I ordered because I was getting a bucket because these guys were showing up. And then also the guy was drinking on the job. So I saw him take shots with other people. So my thing is, if I'm a bar owner and I would never, ever, ever, ever own a fucking bar, I wouldn't have my bartenders drinking on the job like that because
I think that's illegal.
Yeah. Not only is it illegal, and we talked about this because how, like, as a bartender, you're supposed to be able to cut off someone and determine when they've had enough. How are you going to do that when you're fucked up?
Because if you know what I mean, if you don't cut somebody off, because I was a bartender for a while,
and then something bad happens,
it comes back to the bar. And you get maybe somebody doesn't get arrested at the bar, but the whole place gets shut down.
Right, TABC comes looking at your ass. So I wouldn't have my bartenders drinking. I'm not going to say where this place was, but I'm just saying, like, not a good look to have your bartenders drinking. And it was like 10 o'clock. So imagine if he's drinking all the way to like 2. Like he's gonna be fucked up at the end of the night.
And he fucked up too.
And he fucked up because Blue gave him $30, a 20 and a 10. Yeah. Right. And then in change, he gave him $5 back. The total was only $28. So he lost the bar $2 at least right there.
So he went up and said, "Don't you ever talk to me like that or my family like that ever again?" And then gave him and then tipped Blue.
Blue essentially got tipped. He gave Blue more change than he should have. So
what was so funny is like when the guy told him, because he told him pretty loud, he got close to his ear and he was like, "Don't ever talk to me like that again." And Blue's reaction was like, he was just looking around like, who the fuck is he talking to?
What a
for a fact he's not
motherfucker, dude.
Okay, so
you just can't fucking.
It was dumb, dude.
Hey, Sammy, have you had any like bad situations, bad moments with like a bartender, customer service?
With customer service?
Well, everyone has with customer service. But like in the bar industry.
But to a point where like they tell you like, don't ever talk to me like that again.
I've never had that. But like I've had people give you like a look like, oh, shit, like, because I've done like a DJ night where like you DJ 6 hours and that's basically like you're doing a shift. And like sometimes people give you a look when you play a song that they're like, should have been playing Bad Bunny, or you should
Bad Bunny. I like Bad Bunny.
So like they'll eat you up, dude. Right. I understand it when you're under the influence. Like it's very easy to like point the finger at like whoever is like the closest to you.
That's the thing, dude. Blue wasn't even under we had just
they just got there 2 minutes in. Like, god damn it. So Wes,
he was probably already under the influence. Like if you said he was drinking already, like,
well, the bartender was already drinking.
Yeah, so
like I saw him drinking already.
The fact that he had to like put his hand on it, like the homie's shoulder and be like, "Yo, like don't ever say that to me again." He felt hurt. But it's like that wasn't the first time he'd heard that.
Yeah, no, yeah,
right.
Like it's not the
people talk shit to him at that bar.
Yeah, it's not the first time he's heard that.
Right.
Like
he's all like, "You're at an open mic."
Wesley, you had a story, right?
He felt like, "Who the fuck are you?" Right. Like, but he's been told that before.
Right. Yeah. Go ahead, Wes.
So this is gonna blow your guys is out of the water. I think I was at the Greenery working the bar there. This guy. He looked like a Wish version of Keanu Reeves. No. Honestly, it looked like Keanu, but like it was a little off. But then he was bald, and then he had a trench coat on.
But he was bald.
Well, he had like very, very short hair, and then he had a trench coat on. It was really weird. So he ordered drinks. He was acting kind of weird, and then he took off, without paying. Oh. And then he came back, and we're like, oh, maybe he just like wasn't in the right state of mind and forgot. No, he came back because he forgot his tarantula. That he just bought at the pet store at the mall.
That used to be at
naturally.
the mall, right?
Naturally.
We couldn't find it.
I always
It was
forget my
gone?
tarantula.
It was gone, and he said it wasn't in a case. Like he
It's
took it out of
probably-
the case, and he was keeping it in his trench coat. And I was like, I'm going. I'm
Right,
leaving.
I'm out.
I'm leaving.
That's where you quit.
I would have quit too.
When I got hired at the
quit.
greenery, they told me like, hey, there might be a tarantula around here. So just
Hell no. Yeah, dude. Fucking,
Look out for the tarantula, man.
Yeah, watch
It might
out for
be,
tarantula.
But who does that? Who
Spiders.
goes to have a couple drinks and just leaves a tarantula in
a very strange,
did he end
strange
up- did
fucking
he end
guy.
up-
Keanu Reeves apparently.
Right.
did he end up paying for his tab?
No, he just wanted his tarantula.
Just wanted his tarantula.
Wow.
And then
You're
they-
like, you know what? You got a tab to pay too. Like, we have your tarantula.
He's being held hostage over your fucking $20 tab.
He's like, I have a very special set of skills. And I want that tarantula back right now.
That shit's funny. All right. So I wanted to talk about this fucking little thing that happened in El Paso about this police department sting. Have you guys fucking a sting set up by the police department, and they were targeting predators of underage minors. So do you guys remember the show To Catch a Predator back in the day?
Chris Hansen.
Right. Chris Hansen. Right. I forget what station it was on, ABC, NBC, whatever. But yeah, Chris Hansen here. Why don't you take a seat over there? Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, this guy, guys, if you've never seen,
That's what I tell
Right.
Sammy when he showed up. I was like, why don't you go take a seat?
if
over
you guys
there?
have never seen To Catch a Predator, go on YouTube. It's not on TV anymore. They took the show down.
Yeah.
There's a crazy reason they took it down. But go watch some clips on there. Essentially, they would bait child predators into coming to a house, thinking that there was going to be some sort of
that show
activity
was
happening.
crazy.
And then, so when the guy that was being baited would get there, he would walk into the house, walk into the kitchen. This is all on camera.
And then he would say,
And then our boy Chris Hansen,
why don't you take a seat right over here? I'm Chris Hansen with WNBC or
no,
whatever.
well, he wouldn't tell him that first, but he was
Yeah.
just tell him like, take a seat over there.
He wouldn't say the name. He's like, why don't you take a seat?
yeah,
They also thought he was the
and then
dad.
they all the funniest part is like none of them just left. None of them like
they all
Ran out.
one
They
guy
all,
took
like-
a seat and started eating the pizza that he brought.
like,
Like,
oh, okay.
but it's because they know they're fucked at that point. They're like,
Did you
fuck
see
it.
that episode where
So-
like that guy took off all his clothes?
Yeah, dude. He laid on the floor. No, he laid on the floor because he was so upset with himself.
No,
he was
but-
just like, oh my God, like, I gotta lay on the floor.
He shows up with a
There's
towel.
an episode after that he got out of going to court for that episode. And then he did it again with Chris Hansen. And he didn't want to meet up in the house. So they found him at a McDonald's where the meetup was. He's like, why are you doing this a second
that's
time, dude?
Right. I saw that. They
I
went
saw that
they
one,
like
yeah.
ran up to him and be
Yeah.
like, hey, what
So-
happened?
He's
Okay.
like, what's going on, man? Like, come on.
Right. So the reason I bring this up is because the El Paso Police Department, along with some other law enforcement agencies in the area, they conducted a sting operation very similar to what Chris Hansen and them were doing it. They weren't filming it, obviously. It's not on TV. But what happened was they busted 5 guys for this, and they were all pretty young guys. And the worst part is that during the conversations that they have with the, like, I guess the special
Undercover,
agent, the
yeah.
undercover, like the undercover's making it like very clear to the guy, like, I'm underage, saying like, I'm a 16-year-old, like I'm still in high school, things like that. And these guys continued to press forward. So then that's when they ended up like falling for this sting operation. They would go to a house that they were supposed to meet up at, and boom, they were taken down by the fucking cops. And if you look at their mugshots, they all look like fucking super sad because
Is it the 6 guys?
it was like 5 or 6 guys.
I think it's this one.
Right. And so like you could tell they were so caught off guard, and they're like, God fucking damn it. I mean, like obviously they get what they deserve, but like it's just crazy that
It makes you think,
they
bro,
did.
like,
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
No, I don't think it's those guys.
It's not? Okay. Sorry.
No.
Apologize. I couldn't find the story. So.
Yeah. But anyway, it just happened. But I saw it on
Criminals.
Fit Fam.
They're criminals
But-
anyways. Put them up.
Yeah.
Criminals.
So I thought that shit was crazy. And like, if you guys have ever seen that show To Catch a Predator, this is kind of like that style of it happening here in El Paso.
And that's
It's not
crazy. I
filmed.
mean, watching that show, you start thinking like, oh, that. I mean, I'm sure it happens here in El Paso, but how much does it happen?
Right.
And then this happens, and you get like 5 people arrested for it like that, dude. That's
Right.
fucking crazy.
Shit's
wild, dude.
disgusting, man.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
So fucking another thing we wanted to talk about.
Fucking
Speaking of
disgusting.
people that have some bad stuff going on with them, I don't know how familiar everybody is with David Dobrik. I know Wesley is. He's a huge
I've heard
YouTube
about him.
personality, huge content creator. Misa's heard about him so much he's gonna check out of the conversation and go to the bathroom. So, anyways,
Hey, P for me.
so what's happening is David Dobrik, he got super famous doing vlogs on YouTube. Like these vlogs were done like so well that they became like one of the most trending things on YouTube. And then there were allegations. Now people are coming out with allegations of like sexual misconduct, things like that. Wesley, you know a little bit about this, right?
So it's not sexual allegations against David Dobrik.
His homie that was in the squad, the vlog squad.
Dirty Don. It was sadly a sexual assault on a minor at a party, and
while they had been drinking as well.
Yeah, they brought the girls in because they wanted to be part of the vlog. There's a whole video you guys can watch with all the details, but basically what happened is the reason why David Dobrik is in trouble for it is he made a video, he profited off of it.
Right.
He had it up forever, and I remember even seeing that video. I've always known that he's done some kind of
he's done some cringy stuff. Dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. But yeah, and then he came out with like his first apology, and it just seemed like he was kind of pushing the blame on everybody else, and that's what this picture is coming from. But
yeah, because I remember in the first apology he was saying it's all about consent, that he would always get consent.
No,
videos.
It was very vague. It was only a minute and 30-second video, and people were blasting it.
Right.
And so they took that down.
People are blasting him hard right now.
But then he came out with another apology, and he took full blame for a lot of stuff going on and threw a lot of people under the bus that deserved to. He did break off from like Dirty Don. So he did something a little bit better, but it still seems like a PR move. Like maybe somebody told him like, hey,
no, dude, for sure. His publicist was like, bro, you have to say something like this, you know?
Yeah.
And you've heard about this, right, Sammy?
I haven't.
So this originally came out because the sexual assault didn't come out because it was two old members from the vlog squad. They came out saying that I don't know their names, but there was one where David Dobrik tricked
Seth.
It was Seth, into making out with
Jason.
Right,
who's a guy,
saying that this girl was wearing an old person costume.
Mm-hmm.
Would you still make out with her? And he was like, yeah, sure. And then he went and did it, and it turned out to be Jason.
Right,
and then he did it a second time where he put on this whole fake Jack's Jerky ad with like the Yetis, and all the girls were in Yeti costumes and stuff. They put a fake production company, and like he signed up for it and all this other stuff. And then he made out with Jason again, and then they all came out with the cameras. And he came out on the H3 podcast, and that's where this is all like.
This is where it all stemming from, yeah.
And then I forgot what news corporation.
Wait. So he
got permission for the second one. Though.
He essentially got a guy
to make out with
another guy
unknowingly,
without his consent.
Well, the second one, there is video footage of him saying, "Hey, if I can get you to make out with Jason again at some time in the future, do you give me permission to do that?" And in the video, he's like, "There's no way you can pull it off a second time. There's no way." So the second one, the first one was the big one that messed with him.
Right.
But I hate that. Take his picture off the thing. I can't stand to look at his face.
But yeah,
Sammy's pissed off though.
No, I mean like sexual assault and like that kind of stuff.
I'm so not here for unconsensual relations.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely disgusting.
Dude, it was crazy, dude. And
that
like
fucking cunt. What how dare he?
Yeah.
Bro, and it's crazy because like those vlogs were up forever, dude. And like it's only recently that they just started like. Now I think like all his comments are turned off on his channel. Like now
he lost all his partnership. Yeah, like SeatGeek was his biggest one. He gave people Lamborghinis because of SeatGeek,
right?
Like his friends or just random people.
What is that though?
SeatGeek is where you can go on. We're not sponsored.
We're not sponsored.
But you guys
go look up what SeatGeek is.
We're not going to.
You can. It's like a Ticketmaster.
You know what?
You know what? I'm going to give them a little extra because they're not dealing with David Dobrik anymore, and they deserve a little bit. But you can go on there and get like really nice seats for like concerts, events, sports things, and you can pick out exactly what seat you want to go to ahead of time, and you can trade. It's like a proper way to get.
They bailed on him, so that means that they're good.
All the sponsors, all his sponsors, pretty much like, and he was like Warzone
people.
He was Warzone streaming too, pretty hard, and now they're not even doing that anymore. So like just like that.
Rich though,
he got Chris D'Elia.
Yeah. I mean, he's still got plenty of money, but he's lost a lot of his ability to make money now.
That's the problem with the internet. When you put when you're a content creator, I don't know how many. I'm a content creator myself. I don't know why people go out on the internet, and this is probably why I deleted the edible stuff on Twitter, but when you put stuff on the internet, it sticks around,
right?
And it's going to come back. It may not bite you in the butt when you're smaller, but it's going to come back.
People will like, their job will be to go dig through your shit and see what they can find.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Especially if you're trying to do like some talking for good.
Yeah.
Like if you're putting yourself into the public forum of like conversation, your whole background is going to be checked.
That happened to Jake Paul, right?
Well, he got like banned from the platform too, but I don't really know the story.
That's a suicide forest.
Okay. Yeah, the suicide forest.
Yeah, he filmed a guy hanging in the back of the suicide forest.
So I've seen these other YouTube guys that went to the suicide forest and they saw something, but they didn't film it. They just they saw it and they turned their cameras off.
Let's preface this by saying they're not smart people.
Yeah,
well, I mean, you just don't ever
They're normal people. They're regular people.
And they didn't think with the corporate oversight of, hey, we should probably not show this dead body.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know what he did when he got unbanned from YouTube or got paid again?
Right.
He tased a dead mouse on his doorstep.
Jesus Christ. God damn.
What?
Like he just, there was a video. Crazy. That was the next controversy. There was like a dead mouse and he just started tasing
tasing it
on for a vlog.
Peter called him.
He just didn't have enough fucking
he didn't have enough content. So he had to get a mouse.
But I mean, all that shit just gets attention, whether it's negative or it's positive, and then eventually you'll find out.
But I do think in Dobrik's situation,
it's. I mean,
it's pretty bad.
He's gonna be okay.
He'll be okay
career wise, but he's taking a huge hit right now.
He needs to. I mean, a girl life has changed. She was sexually assaulted, and I mean, the story behind it is incredible. Her friend jumped in and finished the guy off, because he wouldn't leave her alone because she was in the room, just so he wouldn't mess with her anymore. Yeah. It's crazy.
Go look up the story, guys. You guys can find it online. Google it. But let's transition here to a lighter note.
Yeah.
Recently, I've seen all over Facebook, Instagram, this fucking Godzilla versus King Kong movie.
Hell yeah.
For Lord knows why. I don't know why.
I love it.
So I didn't see it. I know some people are saying it's cool. Misa said it's the worst thing he's ever seen. I said I'm never going to watch this movie. And why? Is my boy King Kong fighting my dog Godzilla? Why?
Well, I don't want to give spoilers.
Okay, don't give spoilers, but talk around it.
All I gotta say is what
was your opinion?
Yeah, I want to hear his.
Well, the thing is I ended up getting HBO Max for one reason, and one reason only was for that Justice League, the
Snyder cut. That was a good one too.
Yeah. So that's the only reason why I got it. But then now that I have it, Godzilla's coming out, and you have a lot of people on Facebook and social media is blowing this shit up, and I've seen Godzilla movies, I've seen Kong movies, and I'm not a big fan, dude. And then so I was just kind of skeptical about it.
Yeah.
And sure enough,
bro, I just realized
this is fucking whack.
I just realized I called Kong Donkey Kong.
You said King Kong.
Donkey Kong?
Right,
well, did you know a funny fact? Here's the living Snapple cap coming in. His name is Donkey Kong was a mistranslation when it came over from Japan. He was supposed to be called Monkey Kong, but they translated it wrong and they just stuck with Donkey Kong.
Right, nice, completely useless. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, Sammy,
you write that shit down,
dude. You know what? I'm gonna give this a good solid 6 out of 10, closer to a 7 than a 10 than a 5. I think that, because I saw the Godzilla prior to this one.
Yeah.
That one was decent. It just kind of the human shit.
Yeah. The
human shit was boring. You were just I don't care about any of these characters.
Show me Godzilla.
Show me Godzilla. Show me fucking Mothra. Show me all the fucking guys.
Mothra was sick though.
Mothra was sick. And those were the best. Those were the best parts. You were oh shit, this, because Godzilla kind of goes back super far. If you're into B movies, Godzilla was a B movie. So it was kind of a guy in the suit. It was corny. It was cheesy, but it had this thing. Same thing with Godzilla. With King Kong. And so I think that I don't know, dude. There's too high of a pedestal right now for both of these guys.
Yeah.
But King Kong, what was it? Kong Island?
Yeah, Kong Island.
Kong Island was decent.
Yeah. The bug part. That was
the Peter Jackson one.
Yeah, that was cool. I like that.
That one was great, but the Kong Skull Island, it was decent. You were all right, these. I can fuck with this character like as Kong. He's not like, oh, I gotta go to New York and fucking fuck up New York and then be on the Empire State Building and do.
You know what pisses me off about these movies, like just Godzilla or Kong movies?
Yeah.
Is like all the destruction they're doing while they're fighting or doing something. It's like, dude, all the people that are dying, and then at the end of the movie, at the end of the movie, they're heroes, and like it's a happy ending. Like,
So
do you know
everybody just forgets about all that?
Yeah, do you know how many people? Like, there's a scene.
died?
There's a scene in this movie where like Kong, I think, just like lays down or sits down because he's tired, and doing that, he like crushes a whole fucking building or some shit. And I was like, look at this shit right there.
Well, that's my argument for fucking Kong Skull Island is that it was like he wasn't like fucking up shit that wasn't
in his land.
It was
his area.
He was kind of, and this movie kind of explains a little better the Skull Island whole aspect of it. But
Hollow Earth.
I think Hollow Earth, and like he was put in an area where like he couldn't harm anybody, or that's at least where he came up.
Yeah.
And like.
This is crazy. You guys got to watch this movie.
So this movie's so good. I'm for it. I'm for it being a good. It's good, dude. I think that it was.
Go ahead, Wes.
So the way I want to explain this is called Godzilla versus Kong. That's exactly what you get. They don't put a bunch of like sprinkle in a bunch of like the romance and like where these people came from and Bryan Cranston coming in and then dying within the first 10 minutes of the first Godzilla movie.
That's what I was going to say. That's what I like about this one.
And the best part is that they've already spoiled this. This has been in the trailer. You can see it in the trailer. Mecha Godzilla. Unbelievable. I didn't
see it in the trailer, but when it happened, I was like, "Oh
no!" There's a big screen in the background.
I hadn't seen that. I hadn't even seen that. I hadn't seen this whole thing. So when it came up in the movie,
so hold up real fast. So are these movies? Because I don't watch. I'm not gonna watch this shit. I don't watch fucking movies.
This is not watch this.
No, I don't want to watch. My favorite Godzilla was the one when he was in New York and whatever. Anyways,
the Raptors one.
Yeah, whatever. So my question just simply is this: are these movies getting worse as time goes?
I think this is better than the King of Monsters. But the thing is, what people need to realize, this isn't putting it up on a hype train or anything.
Right.
This isn't
the greatest movie of all time.
This is something to sit back on your couch, especially with HBO Max. Sit back, enjoy
be
good
entertained,
action,
right.
and watch a bunch of giant things fuck stuff up.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what
I'm waiting for that Mortal Kombat movie to come out.
It's a bunch of nonsense, and you're supposed to just know that it's nonsense.
You lose
and lose all sense of reality.
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah. Dude, I can't do
once
that.
you have reality put into it, like how the Superman movies went, where they put reality into it, and then it like sucked all the fun out of it, and you're like, why does Superman fucking seem more boring? Oh, because he's more realistic now.
Because it is more boring. That's why.
Yeah, because the idea of a guy that is super powerful, like having, like super connecting with his family and being like this boring individual who is just afraid of whatever, like human shit. You're just like, I don't care, dude. You're Superman. You can fly. You can turn back time by flying around the planet.
I was going to tell you, Misa, get excited because with HBO Max, you're also getting the new Matrix movie.
What?
And you're getting Space Jam 2.
I'm not too excited about Space Jam. I feel like
They PG'd it, bro.
like, don't do it.
But that Mortal Kombat movie, though.
Yeah. When he goes up and turns the blood, like freezes the blood into a knife and then stabs him with his own blood.
Yeah, that's legit. Yeah.
I was like,
that was legit.
I saw that in the movies recently. Dude.
I don't really fuck with like I said,
Sub-Zero.
I don't fuck with movies that much, but I do fuck with like the video game Mortal Kombat. So I do understand that. So we're coming up here on the 44th minute. So let's transition towards the back end of the podcast here. Do you know what time it is?
Could we possibly go longer? Is that possible?
Well, I mean, I'm kind of running out of things to talk about, but I got 5 random questions for you still.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Is that what time it is?
Do you know what time it is? Do you know what time it is, Sammy?
I don't know.
No? Do you know what time it is?
What time
I didn't bring a watch.
Guys.
That's right, guys. It is time for the 5 random questions here at Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast, hosted by your boy, Chris Marcus.
All right, guys. So today I have 5 random questions for you guys. And believe me, these are random. So what I need to know, guys, is are you guys ready? Wes, are you ready for this?
Yep.
Mr. Misa, are you ready?
Sir.
Sammy, are you ready for this?
As ready as I'll ever be.
As ready as he'll ever fucking be. Wow. He's at his most prepared. Misa almost fell off his chair. And that would have been great if he did, but he probably would have broken something.
Thanks for saving me, Chris.
Yes. So yeah, you see how fast I grabbed
God,
that?
dude, thank you,
God
bro.
damn.
He's a true friend.
hero.
Anyways, so question number 1. Let me hear some music, Misa. I want to feel it. Wrong one. There you go. Okay. Question number 1. 5 random questions. Mr. Sammy Molina, is Whataburger better than In-N-Out?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, give him a round of applause.
Can I explain why?
That's easy. That's
Can I
easy.
explain
That's
why?
a layup.
I've
Yeah, go
never
ahead.
had In-N-Out.
Okay, In-N-Out's cool, but you can't customize it too much.
The menu is very like
Sometimes
to the point.
Sometimes I want some avocado and bacon on my burger. You know, like
Is it that like that Orange Cow place?
I've never been there.
What, In-N-Out?
No, it's an Orange Cow.
Oh.
Because a lot of people say it's pretty much like the same.
In-N-Out.
I mean,
like,
it's the same because of the Thousand Island dressing, but
Right.
that's about it.
okay. So yeah, In-N-Out, their menu is like you either get this or that. That's it. It's
You
not
can
like
take
Whataburger.
things- you
Well,
can take
Whataburger
things-
all the way then.
You
Right.
can take
Team
things off,
Whataburger
and
for
you
sure.
can be like, "All right, can I have the peppers?" But that's about it.
Last night's Whataburger was bomb.
Wes, do you? Yes, Whataburger after a night of drinking, A1. By the way.
It goes Whataburger, Five Guys, In-N-Out.
Damn,
Wow.
even Five Guys. Wow.
Five Guys.
Breaking news. Wow, who knew? Wesley says that Five Guys is better than In-N-Out. Nice. There you go.
I mean, In-N-Out is great, but I'm going to pull the Misa thing. Where am I going to get it?
Oh,
Hey,
there you
yeah.
go. Okay, so there's a little Misa in
And it's
everyone. huh?
expensive. It's super expensive.
Okay. Question number 2, Mr. Sammy. This is going to be a hard one for you, but I feel like you can answer this. What is one life hack you have recently heard of? Give us a good one.
Think of it.
Always salt your pasta while bowling.
Oh, there you
That's what I've
go.
always been told.
Okay.
I did that today.
Measure twice, cut once.
Oh,
There we go.
an adult life hack for all you carpenters and
Measure
builders out there.
twice and cut once.
Wes,
Wow,
you
dude.
got a life hack for us?
That goes like past like just carpeting. Like you can measure
Just-
twice
right.
and then cut once.
Right.
So this is kind of a weird one. If you've ever gone to a restaurant and you see those glass salt and pepper shakers,
Right.
have you ever felt the bottom? They have like little balls on the bottom.
Oh wait, I did hear about this.
So when you put the salt down, you spin them on top, and like the ripple effect puts the perfect amount of pepper or salt
No.
on your food. Yeah.
No.
Instead of you shaking it and then
No.
the top falling off,
You're not supposed to
You
shake
just
it.
rub the fucking
No.
you rub
top
them
of it.
together. Yeah, like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm living life totally wrong with you.
You
I
have
guess.
to have the right salt pepper shakers, but
Right.
they have them at Riviera. I
Right.
tried it there.
Rivier's fucking fire. My life hack, guys, is go to Circle K for iced coffee instead of anywhere else.
Hey,
Make your
I'm
day
not
a
gonna
lot
lie,
easier.
bro. Like I've bought like Starbucks iced coffee stuff to make at home, or like I've tried it myself. There's nothing compared to like doing that shit. And I do the hazelnut
Oh, he's a hazelnut guy. Wow.
hazelnut cold coffee.
You're a nuts guy. Wow.
I'm a cold coffee. I'll brew coffee like 10 minutes.
Coffee's
early,
best cold.
put it in the fridge, so it's like kind of warm, and then I'll just down the whole thing. I'm not there to sip it. I'm there to get my energy
Right.
and go work.
Yeah.
Right.
So
There you go.
Yeah.
This guy's a shot
So,
taker.
Wes is a hidden quitter.
Yeah.
Hit it and quit it.
All right. Question number 3, Misa. Give me some music here. All right. Mr. Molina, I'm not trying to forecast anything about your future or anything like that, but if things were to go terribly wrong and you ended up on death row, and we're talking terribly wrong here, like you fell off the fucking deep end
I
in life.
got imprisoned.
Right. You're there for life and you're on death row and they're going to execute you. And hopefully in the future they
You
stop
did
executing
an
people. but-
illegal scientific
Right.
experiment.
Anyways, what is your last meal on death row? Be specific here.
Definitely like a steak, medium rare, fucking with some asparagus and some mashed potatoes.
Right.
Bro.
You putting any steak sauce on that or just as is?
Straight up,
never-
bro.
Are you having
From
dessert?
Gorditos.
Yeah. and what about a dessert?
A dessert, maybe a chocolate fudge.
Did you say Corralitos?
Yeah,
Oh, dude, that place.
I've never
is
been there.
bomb.
I
Their
still-
queso there,
Corralitos is the shit.
Shout out to Corralitos. I've never been there. So that's your meal, Wes. What's your
fine,
what's your
yeah.
death row meal?
Mine?
Yeah.
All right. So I have 2 questions for you first.
Okay.
I don't get executed until I finish my meal, right?
Right. Yeah, of course, dude. You're going to finish your meal. They'll sit you down. You'll have like an hour or 2 to digest.
Bro,
and-
you're not gonna
No.
get executed
Right.
and then to give you your last meal, bro.
Right.
Come on.
No, I want an all-you-can-eat buffet, and I don't get executed
Oh.
until I'm done.
Oh, so you'll just keep eating?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just keep eating, and hey, they'll take care of the shit that I'm.
Because there's always something good in all you you can eat buffet,
Right.
and it's only
And you can
eating
stay
from
there
it.
forever.
It's not contaminated,
Right.
So you're getting good food forever, and you're
Okay.
just getting top tier food, and you're just living your life, man.
What if they only gave you an hour then? So then you have to choose like
You can't
a real
go back
food.
on that.
Okay. All right.
Oh, if they said only an hour, I tell them give me a human, because there's no way they're going to be able to find that, and they have to do it.
Okay.
And then it'll just break the code, and then they have to release me.
Okay.
Wow.
Break the system, dude.
So Wesley would eat.
They
a
have
human.
to release me. Imagine they're just like, just kill him early.
Right. Just execute him now.
While are you sleeping? Just fucking.
Misa, what's your last meal on death row? Like
I don't know. You know what? Maybe
tuna sandwich?
no, you know what? Maybe something that maybe like Chico's, just so I could have that
Chico's?
like nostalgia of like life.
Wait, you wanna
before
shit
I
your-
fucking
You
die.
want to fucking your last moments on earth to be eating Chico's tacos?
You want to shit yourself?
Hey,
while
I'm
you
not
get
gonna
electrocuted?
have to get clean that shit up. It's
Sammy
on.
dropped his phone.
It's staying on the
Shit, that's funny.
It wasn't a
Okay.
tapped answer.
What about you, Chris?
I would go with I don't know, dude. I'd be very sad. I probably wouldn't even be hungry.
You'd probably do like a Parmesan.
A chicken parm.
Parmesan.
A chicken parm.
chicken parm,
Right. I'll take
dude.
a chicken parm and a Bud Light.
You guys are just
There
ready
you
to
go.
die.
I'm gonna
A
go
chicken
out.
parm and a Bud Light and a Bud Light would be fantastic.
I'm going out.
I'd
like,
tell them to hit me with some acid before they kill me.
I have
Right.
a better idea.
Wow.
I have a better idea for my
Well,
Chicken
you're gonna
parm
go
sandwich?
through acid.
No, I'm gonna change mine to a skeleton key sandwich.
wow.
And then when they give it to me, I just unlock the door
Right.
and leave.
They're just gonna execute you on the spot. They're gonna be like, "This guy plays too
Thinking
much." Okay,
outside.
question number 4, Misa. Let's get some more fucking music here. Number 4,
Fucking Wes. Who hired this guy?
numero 4.
I did.
He's still on his probationary period, so he might be cut off soon. Who knows? Anyways, question number 4.
I was afraid he was gonna pull a Sammy and be like, "Yeah, I got another job today."
All right, question number 4, Mr. Molina. Do you play the lottery or do any type of gambling?
I've gambled before, but I've never done like scratchers or anything
No?
like that. No, I mean, I should, because the people that do it, like, they're doing it every week, man.
Right.
Like, they believe
They're
that gonna
committed.
win.
They're committed.
Dude, my mom has like a really close friend that she's been putting or buying lotto tickets every week, same numbers for the past like 15 years. And I think it was like 2 years ago where like
Commitment right there.
her mom like passed away or some shit. So it was like a week where she didn't buy it and her numbers hit.
Oh no!
Her numbers hit that same fucking week.
Bro, life is cruel. Life
That
is
means
cruel.
they'll never hit again.
Yeah.
Like the likeliness.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
never
like
gonna
light-
happen again.
That's like lightning hitting the same place.
Right.
Yeah,
twice.
it's like her
You might
mom
as well
like
never
passing
play
away
lottery.
saying like,
You
"Pat,
should have
you're
put
grounded."
you should have put the fucking Jeopardy, the dun 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 dun.
All right, dude, Jesus Christ, we went down a dark path there, Misa.
That
Thank
was
you.
crazy, dude.
But yeah, okay. Question number 5, last one. Let's get some music here. So, Mr. Molina, do you like dogs that try to sniff you for things such as drugs, human trafficking, or COVID-19? Do you like dogs that sniff you? Not just dogs in general. Dogs sniffing, that is their job. Do you like dogs that do that?
For COVID-19?
Or for anything? Like when you see a dog that's going to sniff you, like, are you his friend or do you appreciate him?
Yeah, I got nothing to hide right now. So
Okay, but if you were at any other moment, and this is a yes or no, like, you can't be situational about it. Do you like dogs that sniff you for things?
I love dogs. in
I didn't know.
general.
I didn't ask you if you like dogs.
I love dogs sniffing because they're just like they're so gentle.
No.
and
But the dog's job is to sniff you for things. Do you still like that dog?
yeah,
Even though he's gonna sniff
doing
you
what he
out.
needs to do. I respect the hustle. I look at him in the eyes and I see him and I'm like, I get it, man. We're all
Sniff away.
trying to make a buck and you're trying to make a buck here. Fucking, I fuck with you, and I got nothing to hide.
He's gonna piss him off one day, and he's gonna turn into an old yeller.
I got a different answer.
Okay.
And then
Wesley,
that needs to happen.
Let me get your answer. To
Do
that
I
one.
like dogs that sniff me?
Right.
I don't like my ex-girlfriends. No.
Right.
Oh,
Damn.
God.
Jesus. Give him a triple horn too, dude. That was fucking
You know who you are.
I don't like dogs that sniff people for things.
I mean, if I could have a dog that could sniff like
I don't like that.
fake people, like if it could, it's like, you know, sniff
Somebody
out
that's
fake people,
gonna
or
be-
like
right.
somebody that like dangerous or something. Like I see my dog and he's smelling Chris. Like, yo, Chris, you gotta go.
Yeah, but no, I'm not.
He
a
just
fan
has
of-
peanut butter in his pocket.
His sandwich that he's saving
Right.
for later.
my chicken parm that I didn't finish on death row.
It's all rolled up
Right.
in his pocket.
Or my Tatanka from fucking Steak Pitos. You never know.
Gross.
But anyways, so yeah, I don't fuck with dogs that sniff
got so
things for
sad.
people.
Gross.
And on a side note, guys, can a dog have a rough day?
I'm out.
Okay, guys.
That
Well,
killed the whole podcast. Can we start this whole shit over?
Start it over.
Start it over.
All
Press
right,
play.
guys. So this
Burn
was
it.
episode number 69, Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast.
Nice.
We're going to go around the virtual. Well, no, it's not a virtual podcast for once. We're going to go around the studio here. We're going to ask everybody their final thoughts on the podcast. I'm going to start with Mr. Wesley Gerhardt.
Yes.
What are your final thoughts today, Mr. Wesley? Thank you for producing again, by the way.
And I'm proud to do number 69. Nice.
Is it 69?
It
Really?
is.
You're
Oh,
69.
Fucking
Hey,
yeah.
just remember, low dose.
Low dose.
Low
baby.
doses. 69. You know what it is.
I don't know what that is. But
You know what it is. You pretend like you don't know what it is.
We know what it is.
But you know what it is.
All right, Wesley, final thoughts on today's podcast.
had a lot of fun. Lost track of. I don't even know what time it is anymore. Lost track of it. Had a blast.
Hell yeah. There you go. dude.
Meow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Meow. I was waiting for the dismount with the meow. Like, hell yeah, dude. Like we said, we appreciate you being here and producing for us today. Misa, final thoughts on today's podcast.
Yeah, I want to give Wes again a shout out, bro. Thanks, man. It's always fun when you're around, when you're a producer. I love it for sure.
Baba Booey.
People love it as well. I know it. I know it. And Sammy, dude, thank you, bro. Thank you for being here, man. We go way back. We've kind of known about each other for a while, but we've never really talked and really get to know each other. But now I feel like I know you. Now I feel like, you know, like you're my little brother, and
I unloaded a little bit.
you did, dude. And then we had this whole jam before we started this whole thing. So
That almost sounded like you were starting a breakup there at the beginning. Like
Yeah.
we haven't
But
gotten to talk
We've
a
gone
lot.
through a lot.
it's not you, it's me.
The dog sniffed you.
My dog's not liking you too much, but no, bro. Thanks, man. I wish you a lot of success and whatever you do in the future, bro. You have a lot of talent, man, and I can just see it from your character. You're gonna go far. Chris, always a good one. Everybody listening, guys, thank you very much. Make sure you guys stay safe and stay fresh.
Mr. Sammy, final thoughts on today's episode.
Just, you know, basic, man. I love the hangs, man. I love you know, conversing with you guys.
Hey, there
You see that? You see that?
See what he did there?
He said the title. He said the title.
Good shit.
I said the title. I
yeah,
love
dude.
it, dude. You guys are the shit, man. Like, you guys really are doing like El Paso proud by having this, you know, podcast. There's not a lot of podcasts out there for El Paso that, you know, express how it is to be in El Paso and more than this one.
There you go.
I've heard a lot, and they're not as good as this one. So
Hey, yeah. Give him a triple horn for that.
Top
Mr.
tiered.
Well, we definitely appreciate the kind words, man. I mean, we strive to do the best with this podcast as we can. I think it's come a long way. We're making good progress. I mean, just look at the fucking studio, what it looks like now. We were doing this shit in my fucking parents' garage
Yeah.
on a beer pong table
With one
with the
mic.
fucking one mic.
but it's all about
it's all about the grind, bro. The come up. You know what I mean?
But that's what I love about you guys the most is the come up. I respect
about the come up.
hustle, and I
Right.
respect that
It's
you
the
guys
most
are
fun part.
you guys are humbled, bro.
There's no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs.
But if you guys do want to send some,
Fuck the
send
stairs.
us-
Escalator.
Fuck the stairs.
Those are technically still stairs.
Yeah, right.
So.
All right, guys.
Somebody
So
had to
my
build it.
final thoughts today, episode 69, Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast. Wes, thank you for producing again. Great job. Always coming up with shit and always putting it on the screen. Thank you for that. Guys, make sure you guys
fucking dab.
make sure stop dabbing Wes. It's bad for your health.
dude.
Anyways, fucking Jesus Christ. Okay. Guys, make sure you guys go follow Wes on his fucking stream. Watch Out Loud, his Twitch channel. Make sure you guys go support him. Sammy, thank you for being here again, dude. I know you stepped in as producer last time, but to have you here in the interviewer chair or an interviewee chair, getting to get your story.
I hope it's not the last time.
No, we got you.
Down to be back.
You're on our roster.
I just wanted to say before you finish, I'm down to be here whenever, man. Like I respect you guys and I respect what you guys are doing, and I just want to be a part of it.
I love the Molinas. That's all I gotta say.
I love tenacity, and you just see it. Like I just love the getting after it, man.
We have to, man.
I want that. I want to be a part of that tenacity.
And I want to do something special when you end it. Just point at me. I got something special for everybody.
It's coming. So, like I said, guys, Sammy, thank you for being here. Misa, once again, good episode. Thank you for always being down to record. And with all that being said, guys, episode 69, Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast. Make sure you guys follow us on Facebook, like us on Instagram, YouTube, subscribe. You bastards, you need to subscribe. Apple Podcasts, leave us a rating and a review. That way more people will see us. And with all that being said,
since it's so special, on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, 69.
Hey!
Nice. You're supposed to ruin.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
I said it. 69. Nice.
Okay. Nice, guys. So with all that being said,
nice.
Episode number 69, Conversing.
I'm so happy that I'm the 69th episode.
We are.